Well, the clock is ticking. Lawmakers in Congress have until midnight tomorrow to pass a new spending bill and avoid a government shutdown. The most recent vote in the House today failed, making a shutdown extremely likely. A shutdown would furlough federal workers and disrupt programs and services for millions of Americans. It would also cause the military to keep working without pay. It would close national parks and museums, as well as possible disruptions in transportation. The shutdown would not affect the Postal Service, FEMA aid, and programs such as Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Our Jeff Cole explains what the impact would be here in Philadelphia.
As the weekend deadline nears for the federal shutdown, it's not just the historic sites in this city impacted. Families are as well. We spoke to a family member. Among the symbols of the nation's independence strolled large crowds Friday. Tour guides led groups to the Liberty Bell. Families stopped to marvel at Independence Hall, and all of it could be closed before the weekend is out. Seems embarrassing in some way.
It's embarrassing. It's very childish. It's like, you know, I'm not getting my way, so you won't get your way, and we're kind of caught in the middle.
Neil Marino visits Philly from New York every so often for its slower vibe, she says. If the federal government shuts down Sunday, the vibe will certainly slow for non-essential federal workers who'll be sent home without pay.
These are like great places that we can come and learn, you know, from our history. And it's just sad that we won't be able to come to this. So I think we, as a nation, we need to do better for this.
Marion Z agrees the nation must do better. Her husband has been a Coast Guard reservist for 18 years and an employee locally of the Department of the Navy. So if there's a shutdown, you folks get hit both ways.
We do. We don't get a paycheck.
Marion says they've been through an earlier shutdown. They've learned to shop for bargains, cut down on some expenses, including cable TV, and avoid even the occasional meal at a favorite restaurant.
Thank God we do have a little bit of a savings, but you just hope for the best, you know? Just pinch the pennies even more. I mean, I'm a penny pincher to begin with, but they get tighter.
She says employees of the military often feel the pain of a shutdown more than the public, but their patriotism keeps them going even when the very symbols of liberty are shuttered.
The fact that public services like this also suffer is really disappointing. I don't think people shouldn't be able to access these like national monuments just because the government is like having a tiff, like get over yourselves.
There is some good news. Organizations like the Navy Federal Credit Union are offering advances for those with direct deposits. Near the Federal Building, Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.